Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here, Generational Wealth Academy. Happy Monday morning to everybody. Saturday number 2. Man, we just got back from a power pack week last week. I know you guys didn't see me go live too often. We were up in New Jersey and Philadelphia. So we had a great time. Caden had 4 speaking events in a 24-hour span, basically. He rocked out at a couple schools, and of course, he did his keynote at Rutgers University, so we had a great time up there. But I wanted to come back and talk to you guys today about some actionable steps. You guys, I told you in 2024, I'm not just going to tell you stuff, but I'm going to give you actionable steps, because it's one thing just to kind of give you information or say, hey, you should be in this situation, or you can do this, you can do that. But if we're not telling you the actionable steps of how to get there, it's all for naught. So many times you hear people ask successful people, millionaires, well, what advice would you give to the upcoming generation? And the first thing they tell you is, well, I work hard. And again, listen, guys, it's not about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about being able to leverage your tools, your resources, and your assets to be able to maximize your time. Because listen, we shouldn't get paid based on time, but more importantly, you should get paid based on a result. So again, if you're paid, let's say a 40-hour work week, but you can really get the work done in 2 hours to 3 hours, let's just get the work done in 2 or 3 hours and get paid the same amount of money that it would take us 40 hours to collect. So it's about getting a result. So the first thing is use your time wisely. Use your time at its highest and best use. So many times people would have, let's say, a 3-week deadline to a project. If you give someone a 3-week deadline to a project, trust me, they're going to go all the way to the 11th hour, the last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter before they get the job done. So if you shorten that in half and say, hey, listen, you have a 1-week deadline, guess what? They get the job done in 1 week. We all would. But when you're given a lot of time, you take all of that time. So we got to get good at using our time at its highest and best use. You guys often hear me talk about mini days. That's where I split my days up. You can go from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and get everything accomplished in one 24-hour workday in that time slot. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., let's take tomorrow's work and put it in that same time slot. Then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., let's take the day after and put that work slot in that time slot. So now you effectively have 3 days in one 24-hour time slot, and you still have from 6 p.m. to midnight to do whatever it is you want to do, spend time with the family, what have you, and you can still sleep from midnight to 6 a.m. So that's a good way of using your time at its highest and best use. Second thing I'm recommend is you got to get around the right people and ask the right questions. See, a lot of times we're around the right people, but we're not asking the right questions. Or sometimes we're asking the right questions, but we're not asking to the right people. You got to get both together. You got to have the right people and the right questions at the same time. And that's how you're going to get good results there. And then you want to start getting around successful people who are already in life where you want to be, somebody who's in your profession, who's already excelled exceptionally well in those areas, and start asking them what is the new information they're learning. See, a lot of times we take basic information and we think the same information is going to be relevant for the next generation, the subsequent generation, and thereafter. But just like our phones change, just like our operating systems change in our phones and our computers, well, success principles sometimes change. The principles don't change, but the way we succeed changes. So you got to get around these people and ask them, hey, listen, what's the newest and latest information that you're learning that I could benefit from? And that's how we grow and develop. So sometimes we have to unlearn the things that we learned in the past and be able to relearn. So you got to rewire, reprogram your thought process. So those are 3 actionable steps that I know will take you from where you are now to your preferred reality of getting what it is that you want to accomplish in the future. So listen, guys, our whole goal to come on here live and to post the content we post is solely to be able to inspire you, to show you that it can be done. Listen, guys, I'm a C student. Come on. If I can do it, as Caden says, surely you can do it. But the thing is, you have to be able to put these actionable steps in action. You can't just have the information and not apply it. You have to get the information, you have to get the right information, and then apply it. All right, guys, I am Dr. Sean J. Harris. Make impact and make money while you're doing it.